America, how are ya? Monday Morning Rail. It's Monday, and you know what we do on Monday? You guessed it, we do show and tell. And we have a very exciting show today. I'm so excited about the cars that I want to show you. You know, on Mondays, we bring our toys to the club, and we like to show them off. And we've got some exciting cars that will just blow your mind, I think. It's just wonderful. And so, once again, Show and Tell is always brought to you by Jelsma Graphics, the people that make all the railroad embroidered clothing, such as the shirts that I have on here. You want club shirts, your favorite railroad, go to jelsma.com. That's JELSMA.com. And shop and shop. Now, with all that being said, Show and Tell is going to start right now, and we are going to talk about the three-quarter dome of the Southern Pacific. And I just love dome cars. I just fell in love with dome cars. When the first time I got on one, man, that was it. This is the way to travel. And so in the 50s, the domes were a rage on all the railroads. And Southern Pacific came up with a plan to have domes, and they made them in their Sacramento shop. And so what I have here are Rapido trains. Came out with the plastic version. Now, we've had in the model, we've had dome cars by Soho, and we even had by Lambert 40, 50 years ago. But you had to really do the interiors. And Rapido came out, this is the first rendition of a three-quarter dome in plastic. And boy, they knocked it out of the park. And it was it's just fabulous, the detail that they have on these cars. And it's just unbelievable. I'm just overwhelmed. These cars are the same quality, in my opinion, as the brass. And the new brass domes that Coachyard has brought out are just absolutely gorgeous. And you know, they're going to run $1,000 or more. And then on eBay, you'll see them, they'll go as high as 15, the ones that are sold out. These cars here are just, you talk about it, same quality, in my opinion. And so, we've got some samples of the different variations that Rapido has, and these cars are lighted. The detail is just absolutely unbelievable. But in 1954 and 1955, the Sacramento shop took some regular Pullman Standard daylight cars, and they got together with Bud. You talk about a combination, the Pullman Standard and Bud. Bud provided a kit, they called a kit, for the glass, and they called them three-quarter domes. And this here was about 11 foot high ceilings. It was very high, but I could be off a little on that. But it was just a very unique dome, and they had a stairway that went up this way, and then a stairway that went down, and then you went back up. But they had different configuration of seating arrangements. They had a bar down here, and you could buy snacks and drinks. And boy, number two, if you could kind of get in there, you could see the back in here. It was just absolutely amazing. But these were fluted cars, and you saw the domes on the Coast Light Daylight. You saw it on the Overland, and this is where the Union Pacific demanded that everything be in armor yellow, and this is their rendition. But if you take a look, they had different configurations of the seating arrangements, and if you could kind of zoom in and especially just look at the different configurations that they had for seating arrangements, and it was really nice. And the Coast Light, the Shasta, it was on and the San Quentin Daylight, and they just went through beautiful scenery in California. And so these domes were just absolutely amazing. They didn't roam outside of the Southern Pacific territory. Even on the Overland, they took it off at Ogden. Now, I'm sure one probably went to Chicago, but who knows? But it was basically, it was a Southern Pacific exclusive, and they were an absolutely hit. Now, I don't know exactly how many of the three-quarter domes were made. I hope some of our comments people could say exactly, but they had to have at least 12 to 18 of these domes, and I would think, but I'd like to kind of know. But this here is my favorite because I love the UP, and so, but just amazing. Now, in the 60s, Southern Pacific took off the fluting. The fluting on the Pullman Standard was not like the Buds, and they had rust problems and all that. But anyhow, this is a 60 version, and once again, it's still just a beautiful. These cars all ended up running on Amtrak. Amtrak got a bunch of these cars, and then today, one of these cars, the Canadian Pacific bought 3606, and they run this in their executive train, and they redid it, and the Canadian shops, they totally rebuilt it, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous train. But this is my show and tell, the three-quarter dome. I love dome cars. I've done a lot of shows on domes, and the SP three-quarter dome ranks right up there with the Santa Fe and the Great Northern full-length dome. And why they called them three-quarter domes, well, they didn't go the whole length of the car. And so just beautiful, beautiful cars. Rapido outdid themselves. It's just absolutely, these cars are all lighted. And this is what I have for the show and tell. Now, I do want to show one, I'm just excited, is that one of our members, Cardinal Phil, ordered from me a Seaboard RS3, and it was a Bowser, and it came in, and here it is. And number two, if you could just zoom in, I am just so impressed with this RS3 that it has a lock sound, and it just sounds like an Alco. The only thing it doesn't do is smoke like an Alco, but boy, it's just a beautiful, beautiful engine. And I just wanted to show it off. Cardinal Phil is not here today, but I just wanted everybody just to look at this. That's a Bowser, and with sound, and boy, it is just really, really great. And that's the way it is at Show and Tell, and that's the way it is at the world famous Jacksonville Terminal Railroad Museum in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida, where the sun always shines, and running trains is an absolute pleasure. Peace and harmony and climate control.